I was treated by the paramedic on the scene. I'm obviously medically qualified myself. We both knew that my ribs were broken, and we established a connection. I can't remember if I recorded this or not. I don't know if I videoed or not, but you know, we did everything. I had a thorough examination. My nose is broken. My ribs are broken. It's not difficult to tell when your ribs are broken, when one of them is pointing out like that, for Christ's sake. But apparently, if you don't have an X-ray, then it doesn't count for compensation purposes. So the paramedic who treated me, you know, we kind of arrived at things a little bit together because, you know, I've got a bit of insight. The guy treating me, I used to do his job. I was a first responder. I was the guy that was first on there, first on scene, before the ambulance paramedic crew that would do the emergency, potentially life-saving, or do the initial triage or assessment or whatever. So I knew what he was doing. And he was bloody good. He was really good. He was really thorough. And we arrived at it together. He stripped me at the roadside. I was, to all intents and purposes, naked. And we assessed that, yeah. And we had a laugh. And he kind of said, you know, you lucky bastard. You got broken ribs. You got a broken nose. You know, various trauma, cuts, blood, all of that kind of thing. But he said, basically, he said, because we'd established that connection, he sort of said, well, you got away with this, didn't you? And I said, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. And he kind of said, right, I have to recommend that you wait for the ambulance to take you to hospital. But I'm also going to tell you that it's where I can't remember the code. I can't remember the code. It might be in the video, but it meant that the ambulance was 10 hours. And I didn't fancy sitting through the night on the side of that road for 10 hours. My pulse was okay. My blood pressure was fine, very slightly elevated, as you would expect. But as he pointed out, well, you know, it's amazing it's not more elevated. It was low blood pressure that I was worried about. Pulse was fine, steady. I was in shock, but, you know, compos mentis, pretty okay. Again, you've seen the video, you know. And he said, look, if you don't want to wait for the ambulance, I'm fine to, you know, go home. But then we went through what I needed to look out for over the next few days, how to summon the ambulance, all of that kind of thing. And because of the circumstances, I went home. And then in terms of going to the hospital or going to the GP and whatever, and getting it all documented, as many of you suggested, to be fair, well, I had to wait initially because the police wanted me to liaise with them, liaise with them so that it could all be evidentiary for the prosecution. But obviously the CPS fucked me over. So the police thing that was supposed to happen with the treatment didn't happen. And by that time, the only person who came here, I couldn't drive. I couldn't leave the cottage. And the only people who'd been here were Melanie and Mustard. And Mustard is obviously a million miles away. So by the time the police thing fell through and I kind of did need to go to hospital, Melanie had fallen out with me and I didn't have anybody. I couldn't drive. How am I going to get to hospital? There was nobody. There was nobody to help me. nobody to drive me. I suppose I could have called an ambulance, but I was kind of in a bit of a bad place and I was dealing with it on my own and there was just nobody here. So I didn't do it. And yeah, that's the long and the short of it. So for claim purposes, I had an accident and I'm totally okay. So I'll probably get, I don't know, I'll probably get 500 quid because I was inconvenienced, something like that. But then, there you go. That's okay. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I'm not a massive fan of compensation culture anyway, and it would have sat a bit uncomfortably if I tried to milk the system. So I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. Yeah, honestly, after that experience today, I don't want to be part of that. Yeah, I kind of don't, not really. I was in, I came out alive and in one piece and relatively intact. So that is reward enough in itself. A few quid would have been nice. Yeah, sure. But, you know,